One. The top 5 quarterbacks in Huskies football history. A lot of candidates for this one. We will go right at the top there, Chris.
And let's be clear, Paul, these are not our picks.
Right.
The top 5 are always from our producer, great Joel Knip, a proud Washington State University graduate. So this one was tough for Joel, Paul, because he's a Cougar, and he's got to pick the top 5 Huskies.
Well, go ahead, Joel. I mean, number 5 right out of the gate has people scratching their heads, but he did lead the Huskies to a 91 national championship.
How can you not love Billy Joe Hobert? I mean, besides the Camaro that he got, which would have been all right in today's game.
Yes, it would be.
NIL money, Billy Joe Hobert was just ahead of his time. The 91 team, arguably the best college football team we've seen in the Northwest. And Billy Joe Hobert was the leader of the team. Billy Joe Hobert was a fun guy to watch.
Joel, I can't I am a Billy Joe Hobert fan. I think this is one of the greatest athletes to ever come out of the state of Washington. Billy Joe Hobert once hit a softball, Paul. I feel like I'm talking about Babe Ruth. Like, it was like 500 feet he hit the softball. He can hit a golf. I think he still has the golf record at High Cedars for longest drive. He could beat you in a dart competition. I mean, he was just a phenomenal athlete. He was a great baseball pitcher. And for the Huskies, he led them to a national championship. You can't disagree there, Joel. I maybe would have put in a trio there, Billy Joe, Damon, and Brock Heward, and just had all 3 of the Puyallup kids on one picture. Yeah, although there are some people in Ording right now saying Egan, Billy Joe's from Ording, but they all went to Puyallup High School. I would have put all 3 of them at number 5.
You can't argue with Damon. I mean, the Whammy in Miami. Great UW team that year, too. And Brock, set a lot of records. He went on to a decent career in the pros until his back just wouldn't allow him to play anymore. But both of your brothers are great quarterbacks in UW history. But it is a top 5, Chris. Yep. You can only have 5.
All right, so listen, so you stop waxing on about these guys. There's 4 other guys to get to. Cody Pickett at number 4, Chris. This is a guy who, led the Huskies single-season record for passing yards for a while before Michael Penix broke it.
I'm going to be honest, Paul.
That was Jake Browning. Jake Browning beat him.
Yeah, Jake Browning beat him. But the Cody Pickett, the Cowboy from Caldwell, Idaho, he was one of my honorable mentions. I did not have him in my top 5, but I see the stats don't lie. Cody Pickett racked up a lot of passing yards.
Yeah, second all-time in passing. He had, like Paul said, had the record until Jake Browning came and surpassed him. But also, Cody Pickett was ahead of his time. In today's world, Cody Pickett probably would be talked about as a first-round pick because he was a mobile quarterback and could throw the ball. He could sling it. He was a gunslinger.
He showed some loyalty, too. He stayed with that program all the way, and you just don't see that too much anymore these days. Marcus Tuiasosopo, one of my favorites of all time. This guy was fun to watch, and I wish that he could have played a lot longer, but I think the thing that stands out with him for me is the first player in college football history to pass for over 300 yards and run for over 200 yards in a game. Did it against Stanford. When he did it that Saturday, it was unbelievable.
Took him down to the Rose Bowl, I believe, too, right,
yeah,
guys?
Beat Drew Brees and Purdue in the Rose Bowl.
Okay. Once again, he's one of my honorable and this is a tough list, Joel. I'm not disagreeing with Tui being on the list. He's not in my top 5. He is in my high list of honorable mentions, but Paul mentions that he did a lot of great things at the UW.
Yeah, his family's royalty around here, football royalty, sports royalty. Tui was also ahead of his time as a guy that was a dual threat. I almost went with Mark Brunell in this spot because Mark Brunell also was one of the top quarterbacks right after Billy Joe Hobert. He was also a dual threat that could run and pass the ball, but Tui deserves it. He was one of the funnest guys to watch in college football.
All right, Jake Browning at number 2.
You're going to have to explain this one to me, Joel.
Go ahead.
Not in my top 5. Did he have bad games against the Cougars or something? Why did he jump to 2?
He killed us. This pained me to put him in the top 5. But he is the all-time passing leader at the University of Washington, has the most yards, most touchdowns, most wins. How do you argue with that?
Well, listen, I think he surprised a lot of people in the NFL as well. I mean, he jumped in there in Cincinnati and was a serviceable backup quarterback, and he really started believing in his ability for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to number
great
one.
Shoulders too. I mean, great IQ by Browning. You can't go wrong. He's with the Bucs this season too.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, he basically, what he did in Cincinnati showed people he could play at that level for sure. All right, listen, I don't know. I'll let you go with your number one. Go ahead and make the big reveal. But there's some notable names missing.
Yes, Paul, we do have some names missing.
But how do you argue with Penix, too? I mean, the guy had 9,544 yards in 2 seasons, almost passed Pickett for second place in 2 seasons. The guy also took the Huskies to a national title game. They lost, but he took them there. And he was the 8th overall pick. Another guy I wish I could have put on the list was Jake Locker. Jake Locker is also a top quarterback, but go ahead, Chris.
I have.
I know you want to bash me. I know you just want to pound me.
No, I think Paul's going to have some say today, so I'm going to be the kinder one today. I'll let Paul kind of go. I did have Jake Locker at number 4 for me. I thought Jake, I mean, just what he did at the University of Washington, what he had to fight through there. He's one of the top 5 in my list. I did have Brock Damon and Billy Joe at number 5. I put them together. I put Mark Brunell at number 3. I think it's hard to argue what Mark Brunell did for the University of Washington. I had Penix Joel at number 2.
Who's number 1?
Well, I think Paul probably knows who my number 1 is, so I'm going to just turn it over. I'm going to turn it over to you, Paul.
I don't even know who it is, because I think Chris Chandler deserves to be mentioned as well.
I had Chris Chandler on there. I have Keith Price as my honorable mentions, but
Keith Price
as an honorable mention. Number 1 for me. If I'm heading to Denny's, guys, my order is simple: Moon's over my hammy. Warren Moon, in my mind, the greatest University of Washington quarterback of all time. Took him to the Rose Bowl back in 1978. I understand, Joel, you were probably in diapers back then, but Warren Moon, what he did, he put in the UW, taking him to the big game, went on to a Hall of Fame career in the NFL. And I understand this is at the UW, but
and you have to be careful there, because Warren Moon with Don James, in the first 2 seasons he was quarterback, they were just 11-11 over those 2 seasons. It's when he had that huge Rose Bowl season where he led them to the victory, had a couple of touchdown runs, touchdown pass to Spider Gaines, and then they upset Michigan in that Rose Bowl. So that one game certainly put Warren Moon on the map. We know it's his tremendous football career, tremendous talent. Just because of that one season, and I'm an old school guy, Warren Moon is the most popular Husky quarterback in my book. And so, but when it comes to work at the school, there's an argument for all those guys you have on that list.
Sure. I mean, and honestly, Joel, Jake Browning, I was not aware that he was a leader in all those categories myself.
Well, I mean, he's there for 4 seasons. He was a 4-year starter there. He's eventually going to put some stats up.
Yeah. Listen, man, I think he did okay.
He was a great college quarterback. His arm strength wasn't there, but he had the IQ, the football IQ, to really lead that Husky team. And they even went to the playoff under him too.
Well, see, that's where the argument is. I mean, you look at the production of these quarterbacks at the school, and Warren Moon had that one great season. Those other guys had several good seasons. Michael Penix, of course, had 2 awesome seasons.
I had Penix at 2. I would have pushed him at number 1 too. I'm right there with you, Joel. And maybe that's because I got to watch a lot of them. And he led them to a national championship game. So pretty impressive.
Great conversation. Great list there, Joel. We appreciate you surviving this and staying with us.
No more Husky top 5s, please. No more. No more.
We do owe you a Cougs top 5, so we'll have to create one for sure.